Where am I today? We're at the CCAA. We finally made it. It's a long drive from Denver. And as you can tell, people are already getting set up now. It's gonna be a hot day. Look at those beautiful Cane Corsos. We're here to learn, but we're here to get some good footage.
Today's our national specialty. So obviously we're here in Greeley, Colorado, and a national specialty is essentially the culmination event celebrating dogdom. Here we have almost 90 entries, right? And it's not just for people here in Colorado. You have people that travel from around the country that came here.
There's more people that's from other places than from here.
That's correct.
Show.
So this is essentially the annual celebration of the breed.
Here now we have somebody who of importance. We have Yves Belmont, come way from Atlanta. He's the president of the CCAA, which stands for Cane Corso Association of America.
That's correct. This is the sweepstakes. It ends around 9 a.m. Then we'll start what's called the best of breed judging. That's where they'll have different classes. So think of a dog show, an all-breed dog show, similar to a playoff system. It's a process of elimination.
Right.
So if you enter in the novice class, if you enter in the 6 to 9 month class, if you enter into 9 to 12 month class, the first place winner of each class advances to what's called the winner's dog and winner's. So essentially whoever gets a winner's dog or winner's, they get the honor of advancing to potentially compete in the best of breed category with the champions.
Okay, so I am with the beautiful Kayla. She's one of the handlers that's been hired by the owners of the dogs. And how many dogs did you bring today?
12.
12, and the age range from what to what?
6 to 9, all the way to 5. I only have 3 girls and the rest are boys.
The names are incredible here. That's Trump. That's Dexter, one of my favorite shows on HBO.
That's actually what he's named after. Silverstone and Seramas wrap him in plastic.
Listen, he probably loved blood orange, right? Groot?
Groot.
Oh God, if you do well, if one of the dogs or two, let's say all of them do well, do you qualify at some point to go to nationals where, like the AKC Westminster?
So yes, but those are gonna be champions only.
Okay.
And it's the top 5 that get an invite. Now, like you can still register to enter your dog and hope that you make it in, but we call it a lottery. It's kind of a gamble if you make it or not.
Have you took a look at her necklace, man? Like that's real deal right there. Right there, look at that. What hotel allows a person to have 12 dogs at once?
So, I'm actually in a box truck, and then we actually rented a camper. My clients actually brought their camper for us to stay in. So normally we just either take a motorhome or a camper, and then I have my box truck for all the dogs.
I'm noticing like some of the Corso tails are longer than others. Is there a specific, after the 5th joint, after the 4th joint, what is the standard?
3rd, I believe, and it's really like his tail's really long, and then his tail's really long, and then his tail's, I feel, really short. It's hard because you do it when they're like 2 to 3 days old. My vet really likes to do 2 to 3. Some vets like to do 5. And it's a gamble. Like I had a whole litter, and there's a trick that someone taught, the quarter, and you cut it and you trim it and it's perfect. All of them are so different. It's just how they grow. Like same for the ears. I mean, you can have a beautiful crop and then it grows up and it's kind of a short crop.
Look at the shoes they're wearing. There's gotta be,
I should have worn my better shoes if I knew this was happening today.
They gotta be, how we said, comfortable. I'm with Andrew.
John Greco.
John Greco, and you're from Boston, so people hire you to come here to handle the dog. How much time do you need to get to know the dog? You just don't get a dog, oh, let me show him, come on, let's go.
It really depends on the dog. There's no 2 dogs that are the same. So this weekend I had a dog that I just met. I met her 2 minutes before we went in the ring. We went in and did our thing. There's another dog that I'm showing. He's taken quite a bit of time to get ready. I've been working on him for 7 months. I work with dogs from all over the country. And in order to compete with dogs from all over, you have to travel and you have to be where the dogs are. So I get a chance to come out here, meet new people, see new dogs.
So you're hired to be a handler for all different breeds then?
I am, it's a blessed life.
So I can hire you to do my Dobie?
Absolutely. Have truck, will travel. So I got into Cane Corso back in 2008 before AKC accepted them. I was doing a lot of protection work, obedience work with my dogs. And then when I wanted to get into showing, it was difficult to get a dog because I hadn't been in that world. Somebody gave me the opportunity with a show dog. I found a mentor. Mentor taught me how to read dogs, figure out how to get inside of their brains, figure out what makes them want to work. Once we had finished the goals on my dogs, my mentor gave me a chance to show at the NBC show. So on Thanksgiving, we were on TV.
That's the time when everybody's watching.
That's when everybody was watching,
right?
They've got a big show, and everybody after you eat Thanksgiving dinner, that's what's on the TV. You know, I get a phone call, come down to Philadelphia with a suit. I don't know what I'm going down there for. He hands me an Alaskan Malamute and says, "Okay, we're taping this for NBC." straight into the fire. It was one of the best experiences of my life and kind of jump-started where I am now.
And you was telling me that this dog can destroy your life if you don't give it a purpose.
The thing about the Cane Corso is a dog needs a job. This dog isn't a lawn ornament. This isn't something that's just going to be sitting on your couch. This dog has to do something. And the Cane Corso is a jack of all trades, master of none. So you need to read each dog and figure out what it is that they want. Some of them are interested in protection. Some of them are interested in obedience. Some of them are natural show dogs. Otherwise, if you don't do anything with this breed and give them the proper training that they need, they can be a little unruly. Finding the right owners is tough because sometimes folks have busier lives, they have kids, they've got all these things. If you can put the time into a Cane Corso, it's a wonderful breed. If you don't have the time and you just want something that's going to be lazy, this probably isn't the breed for you.
You've been in the AKC Westminster Dog Show and you've won on that stage. What dog was it that you were handling?
I won 2 years ago with a dog de Bordeaux.
So in case you guys don't know what kind of dog that is, look up the Tom Hanks movie, and it's Turner and Hooch.
Turner and Hooch.
That's that dog,
one.
right? I have the pleasure of talking to Shauna DeMoss. You've been in the Cane Corso.
Cane Corso. Cane Corso.
Cane Corso.
Yeah, come over to our
Right,
side.
you're right. For how many years?
30.
She is the official godmother of the Cane Corsos. Let's say it one more time together. One, two, three. Cane Corsos. How long you been a part of the Cane Corso community?
I opened up a book of Dogs USA and I found the breed and bought one. So I immediately jumped in, got involved with the community, and was elected to the board of directors of the National Breed Club in 1999 for the first time.
She has made sure that the breed has improved every year on your own time. So I think for me, it's like what's important is that we improving the breed. We're improving the name of the breed.
I was actually the first person when we came into the AKC to get my permit to be the first AKC Cane Corso breeder judge.
What makes the Cane Corso your favorite dog?
It is a multifaceted breed. It was created as a jack of all trades, and that's what it does even in our modern day life. So even though some people don't work their dog, it still fits those needs. It is highly intelligent, yes, but also really sensitive, very intuitive. So when you are interacting with your dog reads you and others like a book. So, but it's not only that, but they are a powerful working breed, and the working aspect is so important to me. I traveled all over Italy in the early years, learning what they use this dog for, listening and learning from those people, the farm people. What is this dog supposed to be doing? For me, that's the soul of the breed. So the Doberman was created to go there and address a threat. The Cane Corso is up and close and personal, 10 feet. His job is this. He does not care what's going out there because that is not relevant, and he is not going to go 100 yards down the road to engage in somebody that is not an immediate threat to me or what I've set a perimeter for.
It's very rare that we get young people that want to do something outside of Minecraft, Roblox. We have Jasmine, and it's called a junior handler. How long you been doing this?
About 3 years, I'd say.
That's a lifetime. So have you competed already, or are you about to go on pretty soon?
I'm about to go in here in a little bit.
What got you interested in doing this type of stuff with the dogs?
My dad told me I was gonna handle dogs, and we went to a dog show, and I just like fell in love with it. I think it's so fun, all the people you get to meet, all the dogs you get to meet. It's a really fun sport.
Do you find yourself doing this for a long time?
Yes.
So you want to be able to be on the big stage pretty soon?
Yes, sir.
What you look for in a puppy to be, okay, this is the one for me?
You really gotta look for the right temperament. You know, you have to figure out if they'll be good for the show or if they're just a nice dog in general. Probably look for all the structure and definitely check up the parents, all the health testing and how they are. But I think when you see a puppy, that you'll just know that it's yours.
You will have your own business page so
I have a
people can
dog
hire.
page, yeah.
Dog page, all right, what is it, Facebook?
Yeah, it's just Jasmine Burlikova.
I kept saying, why is the lady who got the older female dog, she kept like,
Oh, you don't know about bait?
I didn't know they were putting it in their mouth. I thought it was just they kissing the food and the dogs, because you know, when I eat something, my dog want to eat what I eat,
So
right?
here's the deal. You take something, put it in your mouth, you go, watch me, and they look up into your eyes and they're focused on you. So they never break focus. So my kids, every show picture of my kids from this side, you can always see the bait in their mouth and they're holding up their dogs.
Like my friend Oscar, when he's doing luring, he gets the dog to look at him, but when he has a treat, he's like, but he's not putting the treats in his mouth. He's like, he has them in his hand, and he's like, because now the dog wants what you want. But here, I'm like, they don't have no pockets. The women don't have pockets. I'm like, and sometimes when they get these dogs to stack, I'm like, okay, why is she kissing her nails?
We always do human grade treats. We do chicken, we do liver. It's always human grade treats for the dogs, and it goes in your mouth, and it's a wonderful joke.
I had no idea.
This is one of the largest national specialties we've had in 15 years.
How many dogs are in it so far?
I believe it was 109 yesterday and like 100.
For this
yes,
particular one?
And 104 today, I think. Yeah. So the specials, because everybody brings their special, because everybody wants to win best of breed, right?
Right.
So the specials class is always huge because the best of the best show up and they strut their stuff. And there's only one happy person at the end of the day. It's because the classes, the entry is so huge, they will divide up the classes. Dogs always go first, and then, so they will bring these classes in. What she'll do is she will judge the small group. She will pick out her favorites, or the ones she thinks she may use. She'll excuse the rest, and the rest are done for the rest of the day. So if you make the first cut, then you get to go on until you're done, until she finishes the final cut. So you'll see rotations.
So all males go at once, and then all females go.
So here's the interesting thing. It is a misnomer that this is not a sport and not a rugged sport. These dogs get tired. The amount of conditioning, remember that this dog on a DNA level is a guardian breed. I want you to watch. That judge requires that dog to open his mouth, and she is literally counting that dog's teeth. So these dogs have to be trained, conditioned. They have to work as hard as, other sports. This is a lot of pressure. Look at all of the faces. Feel all the energy.
Dude, this is like a NASCAR. You look right here, it's like everybody's changing tires on here. Look at this. So I have the pleasure to meet Joanne Lewick from Minnesota by way of
London.
I love the accent. I told her I was getting my Idris Elba on. You retired now.
Yeah.
And then when somebody say they retired in the breed, that means they've been doing the breed a long time.
I was.
How long were you doing the Cane Corso?
So I discovered the Cane Corso maybe 2002, 2003, and then it took me a while to get my first dog, and I got him in 2004. In England, we had quarantine, and we also had something called the pet passport. So it enabled you to get the dogs in at 10 months, or they had to stay in quarantine for 6 months in a box, and they don't leave that box. I decided not to do that, so I visited Holland every month and took him out and socialised him and did that. I just got the bug. He was amazing. His temperament was very amazing, very different to what you see these days. So knowing the breed as long as I do now, you can turn them on very easily, but that switch to be able to turn them off, or that stability, is very rare. Responsible breeding is everything. And if people come to me and I say to them, what do you want the dog for? Oh, a family pet. Go and get a Labrador, because this isn't a family pet. I bred property guardians. I didn't breed, I want a dog to, take to the shops and sit on the sofa with me.
These are pets with a purpose.
I protected my dogs and didn't put them in a position that they were going to fail. And so many people put their dogs in positions that they're going to fail.
And you know why? Because they're taking the animal instinct, or they're trying to, out of the animal. And you have to remember, at the end of the day, they're still animals. You hear it almost every month. Dog attacks minor. Dog attacks. Come on, man.
But there are signs for months leading up to that.
Yep.
There are signs.
But those signs, they think those are cute.
That doesn't just happen. You see it. I'm correcting before he's even thinking about doing it. If you're correcting the behaviour, like a dog fight, if you're correcting the fight once it's started, good luck with that.
To me, it's all about desensitizing the dog at an early age. Putting your hand in the food bowl while they're eating. Take the food bowl away. Making the dog go into a sit position before I put the bowl down.
Or you make him yourself source of the food. So you're not a threat. You add the food to the bowl. There are so many different things that you can do.
The little things. It's almost like the Mr. Miyagi. Wax on.
Wax on.
Wax off.
Wax off.
Paint the fence.
Paint the fence.
All of these are building blocks.
100%.
So when this dog gets mentally mature, it all makes sense and it's second nature. How can they find you online if they want to reach out to you?
I'm on Instagram. I'm on Minnetonka Mini on Instagram, and I'm on Facebook as Jojo Luet.
So I got Zaldi and Mavi, right? And they're from the Yay area.
We've been doing Cane Corsos for about 5 years now.
Okay.
So this is our first Cane Corso.
I'm a Dobie guy, right? My dogs gotta have drive. whether it's food drive, ball drive, or wedge, or rag work, whatever. Number one, are you hot?
Yes, I am hot.
Okay, okay.
But it's for show. We got him during COVID, so there was no dog show during that time for the whole year. So he basically got in like 2 years old. It's kind of late for showing, you know.
He's still a little bit mentally puppy, so he got time to learn.
He did. We showed him in Valhalla the first time, and then a couple months later on, we went to Reno, the big show in Reno, and that's where he got his championship in that one weekend.
And it was like, it was addictive.
It was very addicting and costly.
I was always a protection sport dog person. But coming here seeing you guys, I'm like, I want to get into conformation too, because you want to show both sides of the dog.
Yes, you do, absolutely. Right. The judge say he's really good, you know, championship material and everything. Now we got that out of the side. Now I want to see he's a good worker. Like you said, you want to see both sides.
Is it plausible that these dogs may go to the bigger stage like the Westminster?
Yeah, this year, Apollo and Zeus were invited and got selected to attend Westminster. Yes. We showed both. She handled Zeus and I handled Apollo. Apollo is still young and very powerful dog. He did not get anything, but Apollo awarded the Award of Merit. So he got recognition, Apollo. Yeah, when NBC hosts a 5-hour special, you know, like, wait a minute, this is a real deal. Because, you know, people don't realize, they don't know that this is a real deep subculture. Right. Like, it's a whole different world. And it's not so big where we won't know each other. Right. So his TikTok handle is Zeus NorCal Corso, all one word. So this is Fred, right? And Fred is from Colorado Springs. Good breeders should not be kennel blind. No. They need to recognize and acknowledge what they need to improve in.
And networking.
Yes. Oh,
and
absolutely,
networking.
Absolutely.
You know, we'll find ourselves on an island because you're thinking, I have the best, I have the best, I have the best, and you don't network. And then all of a sudden, you come somewhere like this and you're going, oh wow, I don't have the best. Right. Genetics-wise, there are a lot of dogs here that are conformationally sound that for me as a breeder, I need to get some more of that type of stuff into my lines. Looking at how some of the people handle their dogs. I've been handling for quite a few years, and I always learn something different. I'm in the midst of now trying to become a judge also, so I'm working on that. So watching how the judges are examining these dogs, how they're looking at them, what they're looking at, because I have my knowledge about the breed because I've been dealing with them for so long. But here's a perspective from another judge here who is saying, well, make sure, don't forget this, and make sure you look at that, and make sure, and I'm like, okay. With my Rottweiler, if you came up to me and it thought you were a threat, it was gonna react. Yeah. It was gonna react. Corsos will watch, and they will watch, and they will give you a warning growl, and they will even give you a bark before they react. You find very few dogs that are that intelligent where they do that and say, hey. But then at the same time, I've seen Corsos that have bit and not even broken the skin. Yeah. That takes a thinking dog to do that. That's a warning.
That's a warning bite. So this is almost like a catfish situation here where we've talked more than we saw each other. This is our first time meeting. Raquel. I call her 808 because she's in Hawaii. What part of Hawaii are you in?
I'm on Oahu, island of Oahu. I brought Nuke. He's right here.
AKA Nuclear. How are you transporting him? Is he on the plane? Oh my God. Or he's in coach or he's in cargo?
I can't afford that stuff. You know, because I'm all the way on Oahu.
Everybody who lives in Hawaii is rich. Yeah. Just let you know.
No. But you can't do this by yourself. So if you saw the people around us, like they help from point A to B, C, elemental P to get here, and then we're gonna do it all in reverse. So it takes me sending him to all the steps so he can get cleared to come back, but somebody has to get him either in San Francisco or LA and then drive him into the next location. So we're facing stuff like making sure he can clear the aircrafts, making sure he clears the crates, making sure you're dealing with embargo, meaning the temperatures are too hot, making sure the airlines can even accept this type of breed and the size of the breed. And then all of a sudden now you're dealing with the drive to wherever they gotta go. Wow. And then do it all in reverse. The problem when you're doing it all in reverse, you have to make sure you clear quarantine. If not, your dog is gonna be locked up for 6 months. So you have to there's a lot of logistics to get your dog from Hawaii to wherever it needs to go stateside.
I was tripping out. I thought he was a NASCAR. You had 4 people. One person working on the left paw, the other person on the front right paw. Somebody's cooling them off, somebody's spraying water in his mouth. I'm like, is it a boxing match? And I was like, it is a team effort. This sport is competitive. You guys are respectful with each other, but you guys out to crush each other on that field.
I'm gonna tell you guys straight up, if you're gonna do conformation, you gotta be able to have thick skin with any competitive sport, whether it's football, cheerleading, basketball, you gotta have some thick skin. Because if you can't have some thick skin and you can't handle the feedback, and of course there's a lot of drama, but if you can't, filter those things out, you're not gonna last.
Well, that concludes today's show. I'm going to start doing conformation with my boys. It was all love, no hatred, but it was definitely competitive. You know that it's a team sport here with every dog. Glad you guys can tune in, and until next time, boom!